Yeah, you know those ones where like you just get rejected point blank and then you just don't know what to do after. Yeah. Yeah. And then because like time isn't a respecter of man, and like you can't really stop the momentum of life, kind of like this train right here, and then you're like, wait, hold on, I got rejected. Let's slow down, but then nothing is slowing down, and then you don't know what to do. Yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about today. Hey y'all, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone had a good month. Yeah, it's been about a month, so I hope your month was good. But yeah, we're here to talk about rejection, but every time I say the word, I'm like, ugh, like this thing stink. But I'm not here to talk about what rejection is specifically, but I want to talk about that, that face or that, oh my gosh, die. Anyways, sorry, there was a big bug there. I killed it though. I mean, I didn't kill it. I shoot it away. But he's coming. Hey, I'm shooting a YouTube video. Yeah. Sorry guys, I keep getting interrupted. But I think what I was trying to say, if I remember, is that I'm not here to talk about rejection and what it is, but I'm here to talk about what happens after the rejection and how we kind of react to that, because I think that's where the problem lies. I think oftentimes the things that we do make things worse, or it's stuff that we don't necessarily learn from or heal from, because I think 9 times out of 10 most of us, we do one of two things. We either 1 shut down, or 2 we just go into this, I'm proving everybody wrong, like these people don't know who I am, I'm gonna grind, right? Which looks good, but I think that's just pain in disguise. So I just want to talk about at least what I learned to do after rejection, because it happens. Rejection is going to happen. You can't avoid rejection in this life. I don't think so. And if you do, it means you're shying away from opportunity. So let's just see. Let's see. This is weird that the camera's here. I feel like it's going to fall. But like I was reading somewhere where it said that our brain registers rejection the same way that it registers physical pain. So we literally feel physical pain every time we're rejected. And we have to remember that when we're in pain of any sort, that we're not our normal selves, right? Some people, we crash out. Some people, they just are silent. Some people, nobody is the same when they're in pain, right? And I don't think it's appropriate to just continue life while being in that same pain without addressing it. Yeah, guys, none of that was real. It was all fake. So it's kind of like that Snickers commercial. I don't know if you guys remember it, but it would be like at the beginning of the commercial, some person is like literally an animal or something, and then another friend will be like, hey, eat a Snickers. And then after they eat the Snickers, they're back to normal. And then it says, eat a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry, right? And that's the same thing when we're rejected, when we're in pain, where it's like, you're not you when you're in pain. You're not you when you're rejected. So I think it's important to eat that Snickers, for lack of better words. We're going on a date. Put it on you now.
Going on a date, and it's been so long, and we're celebrating our anniversary dinner because we never got to do that together. So, period.
And then we're also gonna talk about rejection. Not. Well, one time Giselle not rejected me, but I said, hey, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? And then he said, am I Satan, bro? And then I said, oh, kidding, it never happened.
Like never.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this in the restaurant.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. No, yes, I am. Why? Who's gonna say something? You know people in Nata?
Yes.
Who?
I know people that work at that.
And where? And freaking where, bro? The thing is 50 minutes away. Put it on me. The thing is 50 minutes away, and our reservation is at 9:45.
And this guy's holding a gold mic.
I said in the mighty name of Jesus. Yeah, so we're going. My other microphone it takes too long to put up, so this one is so easy. And yeah, we're just in Vancouver. In this life, you're gonna get rejected, okay? It's okay, man. Keep going, Papa. Keep going, okay? Walk with me. It's not over. No, listen.
a clear indication of you living life is you being rejected. You know, if you're not living life, or if you're not being rejected, you're not living life enough, or you're not doing enough, right? You're not trying enough. You're not experiencing enough. Oh, sorry. Yeah, bro. Listen, someone's probably gonna say, "Oh, you're too short for me," or "You're too big for me." You know, that's okay though. What the heck? Go again, bro. Like.
Okay, so I know we're talking a lot about rejection and how that shouldn't stop us from, going after what you want and pursuing it and whatnot. But, guys, PSA to all the men. Please, if it's a girl that you're going after and she keeps rejecting and rejecting and rejecting you, please, no means no. Just stop there, okay? Don't come and pull out every book from, oh, God told me. No, we're not doing that, okay? So, please, there's someone else out there for you. Don't be creepy, don't be weird. Try for someone else, okay? Yeah. Okay, bye.
We all get dissed, and it's just an indication. Oh, Scooter man. Listen, you're gonna get dissed, and I'm just saying, guys, keep going, bro. What are you stopping for? Stopping for what? Like, real question. Wow, I wonder what they're doing. Real question though. Like, what are we actually stopping for? If you get rejected, is it the end of the world? What the heck? It's not. So you need to learn that. Because I've been rejected. Did I already tell the story how you rejected me?
I don't.
Like, wash your face and go again. That's literally all I have to say. Now we're going on our date. We'll probably talk more. Maybe Giselle will say her piece on it. Does it suck? Yes, it sucks so bad. But you know what sucks even more than that? Quitting. You know what I mean? That's what sucks more than being rejected. It's just never going back again. So that's that.
Yeah, you should never quit because literally, if you quit, then you won't know what's next. Like, if you just give up, then you won't know if you succeed at the next attempt, right? So don't give up. Trust God in all that you do, and you can never fail. It's just all learning experiences. That's it.
So every time I think about what to do once I've been rejected or once I feel that pain of rejection, I'm reminded of a story where I read somewhere, not saying you guys where there was this king, and this king had a baby, and unfortunately his baby was dying, right? So this king was going crazy, praying, fasting, doing the absolute most, acting as if, as any parent would act when they found out that their baby or their child is dying, right? And unfortunately his baby died, but the servants in the palace or in the kingdom were so afraid to tell the king that his baby's died because they didn't know how he was gonna act, right? But sooner than later, the king found out, and the way he reacted was kind of the opposite of what, the servants thought he was gonna do. Because what he did was he took a shower, lotioned his body, got something to eat, worshiped the Lord, and moved on. And I don't want us to think that the moral of the story is just move on and act like nothing happens, but I want us to highlight on the 4 things that he did, where wash his body, lotion his body, got something to eat, and then worshiped, right? Because to me, that part is kind of like the regrouping process that we all skip. Like, we all skip that regrouping, right? Because a lot of us, I know, maybe after I told the story, you may have thought that, oh, he found out the baby died, he moved on. No, he went through a regrouping process, and that's kind of what I want to speak about today, like what each of those parts look like, right?
Hard to believe. Am I going too slow? There, babe, cause we belong together. Who am I gonna lean on when times get rough?
So now let's talk about the first part of the regrouping process, post-rejection, right? And that, in the story, mentions washing his body or taking a shower. And what does that represent? That represents reflection, And funny enough, I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but most of the time, the only time I genuinely get to reflect on how I'm feeling or how my day went or how my week is going or how my life is going, actually, is when I'm in the shower, right? So it's kind of funny that it's the same thing, but after rejection, it's so important to reflect on what actually happened, reflect on how it actually made you feel, reflect on maybe areas you may have went wrong or may have did wrong, reflect on areas where it's like, you know what, I thought I liked this, but I actually don't like this, right? So it's so important to reflect on what happened, reflect on how you made it, how it made you feel, and reflect on, you know, what you're gonna do moving forward. Because a lot of us, we live life on autopilot, meaning that we don't even know how we're feeling. We don't even know what we went through. We don't even know how it made us feel. We just go, right? But wash your body. Reflect. Some of you physically wash your body. Sometimes we don't shower enough. Wash your body. Okay, I'm joking. We don't, like, you know, we live life on autopilot. We have to take the time to reflect, because it's only through our reflection that we grow. We actually grow and we actually learn. You know what I mean? What do we do after that? Because in real life, when you shower, yes, you may have cleaned your body, but there's something that happens after that, and that is moisturizing your body, putting lotion on your body, right? And even though some people think you don't have to moisturize your skin, listen, dry skin is not healthy, okay? Dry skin is not healthy. So after you shower, you put on the lotions, but post rejection, in that regrouping, what putting on your lotion or putting on the lotion represents is protecting yourself, right? Lotion protects the skin barrier. That's what it does, right? And when I say protect yourself, I don't mean building up walls that no one can get through ever again. But I mean getting the help that you need. Some of us, after we've been rejected, we need therapy. Some of us, you need to talk to someone. A lot of us, we isolate ourselves once we've been rejected. You need to speak to someone so they can speak life into you, so they can help you out, so they can give you advice, so they can give you wise counsel. You need these things. Do everything you need to do to protect that skin barrier, right? Because you've reflected, you've realized what's gone wrong, how it went wrong, how you made you feel, and how you're feeling right now. But that's not the end, right? You have to find things, do things that protect that skin barrier again. Okay, I'm never doing that again. I almost broke my camera for absolutely no reason. But I forgot where I was at. I think that's the third one. What was the third one? Worship. What does worship represent? Worship, it represents worshiping God, thanking God, and praising God for the rejection. And I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but I'm talking to, you know, all the ones that believe, because it says in the word that we should give thanks in all circumstances. And it also says that everything works together for our good. So we have to believe that, you know, the rejection was meant for us, right? The rejection is good for us, and the rejection will work together for our good. And I know it's hard to believe that in the scenario, but 9 times out of 10, at least for me specifically, every single thing that I've been rejected about, now that I look back on it, I'm so happy that it happened. I'm happy that it happened the way that it did. Did it suck in the moment? Absolutely. But like looking back at it now, I'm like, bro, if that I'm trying to use what examples to use. If you got that job you wanted so bad, if you got that girl or guy you wanted so bad, if you got accepted to that school that you wanted to so bad, how would your life look? And would it look better than it is now? Most of the times, not really. At least from my personal experience, I would say it's not the best. And don't get twisted, it is so hard to thank God for the rejection. Like, especially when it's still typically fresh, because it's like, yo, you really thought it was for you. You really thought this was gonna work out. You already planned out the trajectory of your life because this was gonna work, and now the thing hasn't worked. And I'm only saying this because I'm even currently going through something like that right now, where it's like, golly, like, I thought it was gonna work. You know what I mean? The worst type of rejections are the ones where you're being led on. And obviously I'm not just talking about human relationships, but it's like either through work or school or an idea or a project that you're working on, and everything seems good, and at the last second, bro, they say, you know what? Nah. So life, bro. As I've been saying, it's just so hard for you to like get this or get completely rejected, and then you go and sit down and be like, oh, I thank God for this rejection. I'm so happy. You know what I mean? But it has to be done, right? And also, I was watching one of my friends stream on Twitch, shout out Savannah, and she was saying, like, it was a reminder. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is very true. Where it's like 9 times out of 10, when you get rejected, it was never for you. It either wasn't for you ever, or it wasn't for you in that moment, right? And you actually have to trust God that, like, yeah, it wasn't for me. Like, it literally wasn't for me in this moment, or this thing I thought was for me and it actually wasn't for you. And this is literally why it says somewhere, I'm not telling you guys where, but you know where. It says that we make our plans, but the Lord determines our footsteps, where it's like, He knows best. We can plan whatever we want, but He knows best. And that's why we always just have to praise Him at the end of the day. And what was the last thing this king did? He ate. What does that represent? Eating. Go and eat, bro. Go and eat. Wow.
Are you gonna put on YouTube or what?
Yeah, this is gonna go on YouTube.
YouTuber?
Yeah. Yeah, you wanna say hi?
Oh, big belly guy.
Go and do something that replenishes the soul. Like, I feel like rejection is a lot. Like, it does a lot to your mental, it does a lot to your body, it does a lot to every part of your being. But it's so important to replenish the soul, for lack of better words, bro. So I mean literally eat, bro, because eating is always good to eat, but like, do something that you love, do something that kind of picks you back up. Do one of your favorite hobbies, go watch a movie, go chill with your homies, like, do something that kind of picks you back up, because you've been through a lot, especially when some of the rejections are rough. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's everything I have. I just want to talk about the regrouping process, right? It's important to regroup after we've been rejected. Regroup. Like, rejection is supposed to happen in this life. You can't avoid it, like I said. But it doesn't mean that we shouldn't handle it incorrectly, right? So, yeah, bro. I'm currently going through rejection, so I'm regrouping. But yeah, I hope this helps. It helps me. So I hope this helps. And if not, thanks for watching. You stayed this long. God bless you. And I will see you maybe next month, if I'm being honest. Hopefully before that. But yeah, if you like the video, like, subscribe, share with someone that just got dissed, bro, because they need it. Okay, bye.